welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Alexis Monet, and before we get started, make sure you all hit that like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay everyone, so fans have been calling GloRilla out for being a fake friend to Megan Thee Stallion because it was noticed that GloRilla did share a post where she was sharing just an inspirational post, but it was noticeable that there was a Tory Lanez song attached to that story. Now that's problematic because we all know Tory Lanez is currently serving time for allegedly harming Megan Thee Stallion. Now after GloRilla received a lot of criticism and backlash, she did address the repost by saying this: "I don't internet-ish and I don't do mess. It was an innocent repost, y'all." But then fans did feel like Glo was being a little messy because she did repost a post that she made back in April where she did go on to say, "People just gonna have to be mad. I don't give a F." Then she said exactly. She reposted another post that said, "I don't do childish things. Attitudes and friendships, I am not your dude." Now, in my opinion, I will say this: I don't think a lot of the rap girlies are friends. They're industry friends and they keep it cordial because it is good for marketing and promotion for either projects. Now, I do find it fishy that she did repost that, but I've reposted things and didn't know there's a song attached to it, so maybe it was a simple mistake. Megan jumped the gun and got too trigger happy and did unfollow her. They have since refollowed each other and it does seem like everything is cool. I mean, Megan did take GloRilla on tour with her for her Arena Hot Girl Summer Tour, and they have collaborated on their most recent album, so we shall see how this all plays out with time. But moving along to the next topic. Now, Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer, Alex Spiro, has had a lot of work to do within the past week because Tory Lanez and his lawyers have been putting out evidence never seen to the public before in regards to the incident of Tory allegedly harming Megan Thee Stallion. Because Tory is seeking a pardon from the governor from his 10-year prison sentence after being convicted of harming Megan. Now, Tory and his team did put together a website called 36 Hours Later where they have documented and put together evidence seen and unseen by the public in regards to Tory Lanez being innocent. These documents do provide witness testimony that wasn't heard during the trial and also suppress evidence that was not seen to the public as well. Some of the evidence does include body cam footage and interview footage of Megan Thee Stallion from that evening and after the evening of her recalling what did happen that night. So go ahead and check this out.
Do you think we can go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I...
Okay. I think you should.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. I mean, no, sir.
He was standing on the thing that you could stand on.
Like a step rail or
Yeah.
something of the car? Because it was an SUV, that the car
Right.
you guys were in, right? So as the door is open, he's
It's like
kind
he
of
has to have like 1 foot inside of the car.
Yeah.
And he's like over the door.
over the door. He's leaning over. And then when he's over the door, you have a clear line of sight. And you see it's
Yes.
Tory, and he's holding the gun. You actually saw him holding
Yes.
the gun? Was anybody else standing next to him, or how was his positioning on that?
So it's the security guard driving, me and the passenger. Kelsey is behind me and Tory is behind the driver. So like he had to get over her to even at me.
So is he out of the vehicle, or is it from
So
inside?
you know how you can like stand out of the car, like you're
Yeah.
like standing over the door. That's how he
Okay,
was
so like
shooting.
the door's open,
Yes.
and then he would be standing in the threshold, kind of almost
But like over the window.
Okay, but leaning over the window. So he's actually still
In the car.
in the car, but
Yeah.
kind of. Gotcha. Okay, so.
Now, allegedly, there has been evidence suppressed by Megan's team in regards to Kelsey, who is Megan's ex-best friend, who also did have an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez, is now being accused by Tory's team of allegedly being the one to harm Megan. And apparently, witness Sean Kelly did make a testimony and statement that Kelsey was the one who did it.
The doors of the Escalade open and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one like feet coming out trying to kick her and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want
and it's loud with the cars.
And I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously. That's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming. She starts hitting the girl. The girl on the side, her feet come out. She starts to kick the girl away. Passenger. They get out. They start fighting. Here, they start fighting. The driver comes round and tries to sort of break it up. It gets a bit more violent, and between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back.
He's in the back of the car? Okay.
Then the gun. Then the girl shoots it. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl. So you see the girl doing the.
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark, and I'm above, so. But then the guy gets out again from the back.
Now, Megan's lawyer, Alex Spiro, did come out to debunk Tory's team's allegations in their website and said that him and his team are copying Megan's team's format in regards to them laying the foundational evidence that was presented in court that did lead to Tory's 10-year prison conviction. Now, when it does come to Alex Spiro's views on Tory's 36 Hours Later website, he does says that Tory's team cannot get their story straight. 1 minute they're saying that Megan stepped on glass and she was not harmed by a weapon. The next minute that they're saying that she was harmed by a weapon and that Kelsey Harris, Megan's ex-best friend, did it, and Tory was just trying to protect Kelsey and did not admit to anything but felt bad for sleeping with two friends, which led to their fallout, and he has terribly felt wrong and horrible about what happened ever since Megan was hurt. Now, in my opinion, I do believe Tory's team is doing a good job with bringing up reasonable doubt, but I do feel like in regards to a retrial or him being pardoned, I feel like they do have a good chance because Kelsey having immunity, suppressed evidence, witness testimony not being heard in open court, it all does seem a little off. So I am here for everything being retried and him having another day in court, but we shall all see how this plays out because Rock Nation does not mess around. Now, moving along to GloRilla. Now, fans have noticed that GloRilla's appearance has recently changed when she did post a photo, and it was noticeable that Glo's nose has changed. And when people did speculate that she got a nose job, she did come out to confirm that she has went through with it and got a nose job by saying "and did." Now, in my opinion, I don't bash anybody. If you have the money, go change something if you want to, but I do feel like GloRilla was beautiful before the nose job, and I do believe fame and money will begin to torment people in their mind, and they feel like they are not good enough. And in my opinion, Cardi B is one of those people. And again, I'm not saying either GloRilla or Cardi B does not look good with their enhancements or changes to their bodies, but Cardi has been one of the people well known and open about her plastic surgery, and she did come out in defense of GloRilla's nose job because she's also had one.
There's this black woman, right, that she went to Turkey to get her nose done, and her looked like this, right? And her looked like this, you know, and I guess now Glo came out and she just got her nose done. But I really want to let you guys know these two things, right? First thing first, I am an advocate of surgery because if you don't like something, I'm always an advocate to fix it. However, I'm always, especially when it comes to your face, I'm a real advocate when it, like, please do your research. When somebody get their nose done and y'all automatically go drag them because their nose is like this or their nose is like this, y'all have to remember it's gonna look like that for 5 months. It's gonna look like that for 5 months. And your nose look much healed in a year, but your nose take 3 years to heal. It's not a BBL. It takes time to heal, and you.
Now, I will say I will agree with Cardi B when it comes to the healing process of someone's nose job, because Cardi is right. When she popped out after her nose job, she did look different, but I will say she does look cute with her new nose. And some people may even say that about GloRilla when her nose does fully heal. Now, in my opinion, again, I felt like Glo looked perfectly fine without her nose job. She did have some enhancements with her teeth and her boobs. Cardi B as well with her body, but I hope for the sake of both of them, they don't go too far where they completely look like different people 10 years later. But moving along to the final topic, Skai Jackson. Now, Skai has always been a well-known household Disney kid name, but it was very apparent and noticeable when she did get pregnant by someone who seemingly was a hooligan. And now Skai Jackson has filed a restraining order against her child's father. She has accused her child's father of harming her while she was pregnant with their child Kelsey. He has allegedly made threats to her and harmed her as well with being physical. Now, Skai is a new mom and now she is a single mother, and I do wish her the best for the protection of herself and her baby boy Kelsey. I do not wish harm on anybody, and whether people were warning her about him, she did choose to have a child with him, but she does not have to choose to stay or remain in a toxic environment with her and her son. I do wish them the best, but you let me know how you feel about all these topics down below. Thank you again for joining me for yet another video, and until next time, bye.